Top 1. Modular Storage Solutions. The Japanese have long valued efficiency and simplicity, and nowhere is this clearer than in how they store things. One clever trick inspired by old merchant traditions involves using kimono boxes, modular wooden containers designed centuries ago for balance and beauty. Think of them as the original minimalist storage solution. Each box fits perfectly with the next, turning a cluttered space into a clean, organized grid. It's not just about storing objects, it's about creating harmony between them. The wood naturally absorbs moisture, helping protect whatever's inside from mold or dampness, just like copper pennies guarding plants and soil. You'll often find these boxes in Japanese kitchens, where every grain of rice and utensil has its place. Many modern storage systems owe their roots to this ancient idea. The best part, you don't need fancy containers. Just smart stacking and a respect for space that feels both natural and intentional. Top 2. Embracing wabi-sabi. Next time life feels messy, don't rush to fix everything. Embrace a little wabi-sabi. This timeless Japanese philosophy finds beauty in imperfection, turning cracks, chips, and flaws into quiet art. It's about recognizing the value in what already exists, the worn, the weathered, the real. Instead of discarding a slightly cracked cup, one might repair it with gold through the art of kintsugi, transforming what's broken into something more meaningful. It's a spiritual kind of recycling, reminding us that perfection isn't the goal. Appreciation is. Wabi-sabi teaches that your home doesn't have to be flawless to feel peaceful. A faded wooden table, a handmade bowl, a sunlit curtain, these aren't flaws. They're proof of life. Once you start seeing things that way, the pressure to perfect everything fades too. Simplicity becomes less about control and more about gentle acceptance, a calm beauty that grows quietly with time. Top 3. The Konbini efficiency. Who knew convenience stores could be a masterclass in efficiency? The Japanese konbini, short for convenience, isn't just a shop, it's a lifestyle. Like using leftover tea leaves as fertilizer, every part of the konbini system has a second purpose. These stores pack an incredible range of services into a small space. Bill payments, shipping, ATMs, fresh food, even ticket reservations, all perfectly arranged to serve millions daily. It's an example of design thinking at its best, functional, fast, and harmonious. The secret lies in how every inch is optimized from shelf height to lighting, creating a smooth flow that makes errands effortless. Many Japanese households mirror this concept, keeping multi-purpose tools and compact storage that work smarter, not harder. Next time you visit a convenience store, look closer. You're not just buying a snack. You're stepping into a lesson on balance, utility, and mindful design. Top 4. The versatility of washi tape. The Japanese have a genius for turning simple materials into small miracles, and washi tape might be one of their best. Made from natural fibers like bamboo and rice paper, this colorful tape has become the go-to for labeling and organizing everything from spice jars to charging cables. It's practical, reusable, and full of quiet charm. Washi tape sticks firmly but peels away clean, making it perfect for anyone who changes their mind often, which, let's be honest, is most of us. Teachers, artists, and homemakers use it to keep life running smoothly and beautifully. Some even color code by mood. Blue for calm, red for urgent, green for I'll get to it eventually. The next time your drawers or pantry look chaotic, skip the plastic labels. A little paper, a splash of color, and a touch of creativity are all it takes to bring order back with a smile. Top 5. The mindful bento box. If the Japanese have perfected anything, it's the art of balance. And nowhere is that clearer than in the bento box. These compact little worlds of order and color turn an ordinary meal into a quiet act of mindfulness. Each section is carefully portioned, not just for aesthetics, but for awareness. Rice, protein, vegetables, and a touch of sweetness, all working together like a tiny orchestra of nourishment. It's more than lunch, it's philosophy. Packing a bento teaches patience and discipline. Every space counts. Every color has a purpose. There's even a rule of thirds to keep it visually and nutritionally balanced. Parents often turn it into art, shaping eggs into blossoms and carrots into stars. Yet behind the beauty lies a simple truth. Structure brings calm. With a little planning, you can bring this sense of harmony into your meals too. Think of it as edible organization. Proof that neatness can be nourishing. Top 6. Furoshiki fabric wrapping. Long before tote bags and paper gift wrap, Japan already had the perfect solution. Furoshiki, the ancient art of wrapping with fabric, rooted in simplicity and sustainability. It's all about preservation, practicality, and passing something on. A single square of cloth can transform into a gift wrap, grocery carrier, lunch bag, or even a purse. Proof that creativity thrives within limits. The practice dates back over 1,000 years when bathhouse visitors wrapped their clothes in fabric bundles to keep track of their belongings. Today, it's become a quiet rebellion against waste, replacing disposable packaging with reusable elegance. Each fold tells a story, each knot a small act of care. Modern designers have revived the craft with bold prints and silky textures, turning it into a blend of tradition and modern style. Wrap your next gift in furoshiki, and you're not just giving an item, you're sharing a piece of living wisdom. Top 7. The Kaizen Method. Turning small efforts into lasting progress is a practice that Japan has refined for generations. This philosophy, known as Kaizen, is all about steady improvement, small mindful actions that build a better life bit by bit. The Japanese have mastered this calm, deliberate rhythm, transforming ordinary routines into habits that quietly strengthen both home and mind. Layer your day with small steps. 5 minutes of tidying, a short pause to plan tomorrow, a quick reset before bed. Like compost turning waste into soil, Kaizen turns effort into order. Each simple action supports the next, creating momentum that feels natural instead of forced. The change can take weeks or months depending on your consistency. A friend once said her Kaizen journey felt like watching tea steep, slow, subtle, and deeply rewarding as it unfolded. Just remember, the secret isn't speed, it's progress. Small, steady growth is the quiet path to lasting calm. Top 8. The Spirit of Motenai. Most people toss out leftovers or worn out things without a second thought. But Japanese wisdom passed down for generations teaches motenai, the quiet regret of letting something useful go to waste. It's a word that means so much more than recycling. It's about respect for what you already have. In a motenai home, everything finds a second life. Old t-shirts become cleaning cloths. Glass jars store dried goods, and leftover rice water nourishes plants. Even food scraps are reused for broth or compost. Nothing is truly waste. Just don't take it too far. A friend once kept every empty container just in case and ended up building a mountain of plastic. She called it her DIY storage temple. Motenai reminds us that gratitude isn't found in buying more, but in valuing what's already here. A habit that turns waste into quiet abundance. Top 9. Discovering your ikigai. Finding joy in small routines is the Japanese secret to balance. The word ikigai means reason for being, that little spark that makes life feel worth living. It doesn't come from big achievements, but from small, steady acts that give each day meaning. Think of it like nurturing seedlings. Simple moments, brewing morning tea, sweeping the floor, watering plants, become the soil where purpose grows. You don't rush it, you tend to it daily. One man once said his ikigai was ironing his shirts perfectly every morning. It wasn't about the clothes, it was about the calm rhythm that started his day right. The secret of ikigai isn't found in chasing happiness, but in doing something with care. Like a seedling in an eggshell, it begins small, but given time, it grows strong enough to shape your entire life. Top 10. Urawaza Life Hacks. Before life hacks filled the internet, Japan already had urawaza, the art of clever shortcuts that make daily life smoother. These little tricks were born from necessity, not trendiness. Proving that wisdom often hides in everyday motion, people use urawaza everywhere. Wrapping a towel to cool rice faster, using chopsticks to pit cherries, or turning a rubber band into a jar opener. Each one saves time and makes the ordinary feel a little magical. A friend's grandmother once showed me how to dry wet shoes with newspaper overnight. An urawaza that worked like a charm. She smiled and said, "Why buy new shoes when paper can fix your day?" That's the beauty of urawaza. Small, thoughtful actions that make life simpler. You don't need fancy gadgets. Just creativity, observation, and a bit of quiet brilliance passed through generations. Top 11. Chindogu Inventions. Some ideas are so strange they're genius. That's Chindogu, Japan's celebration of unuseless inventions. It's where practicality meets humor, creating tools that solve problems in the most unexpected ways. Imagine chopsticks with fans to cool noodles or umbrellas for shoes. They might look ridiculous, but Chindogu isn't about perfection. It's about freedom to experiment and laugh at the results. Each invention shows how creativity thrives when rules don't get in the way. Inventor Kenji Kawakami once said Chindogu should never be too useful because that ruins the fun. A friend of mine tried making a self-stirring teacup using a toy motor. It worked for about 3 seconds before splattering the wall. That's the charm of Chindogu. Ideas that remind us that innovation isn't always serious. Sometimes progress begins with curiosity, a smile, and a bit of harmless chaos. Top 12. One-song cleaning. In the heart of Japanese homes, you'll find an unusual but surprisingly effective habit. Cleaning the kitchen to just one song. Before you dismiss this as another self-help trend, consider this. Studies show that short-time tasks boost motivation and consistency. Simply pick a 3-minute tune, hit play, and clean until the last note fades. The idea isn't about perfection, it's about rhythm. When you sync movement with music, you turn chores into a kind of dance. Wiping counters, washing dishes, tidying surfaces, all flow naturally with the beat. As the song ends, so does your task. One friend swears by cleaning to J-pop hits, saying her sponge has better rhythm than she does. But it works. The kitchen sparkles and motivation stays high. It's a fun, effortless way to stay tidy. Proof that sometimes all you need for order is a good playlist. Top 13. Jikan Nori Batch Cooking. The concept of batch cooking might sound like a modern convenience hack, but in Japan, it's closer to Jikan Nori. Time-smart cooking rooted in balance. Think of it as rotating your meals, just like a farmer rotates crops, keeping your kitchen efficient and sustainable. Each week, families prepare base dishes, rice, soup stock, simmered vegetables, and store them neatly in small containers. This rotation keeps meals fresh while reducing waste and stress. Instead of wondering what to cook every night, you simply remix what you already have. Research shows Japanese households using batch prep spend 25% less time cooking daily meals. One mother joked that her fridge looks like a bento box factory, everything organized, labeled, and ready to go. The secret isn't in fancy tools, but in rhythm. Cook once, eat many times, and you'll always be one step ahead of the dinner rush. Top 14. The Shabui Capsule Wardrobe. When life gives you too many clothes, make simplicity your style. The Japanese capsule wardrobe captures this perfectly. It's about curating fewer, better pieces that fit any season, mood, or occasion. This method echoes Shabui, understated beauty born from restraint. Instead of chasing trends, each piece is chosen for versatility and quality. A few shirts, neutral pants, one good coat, that's all it takes to dress with intention. One designer said she applied this method after realizing she wore the same 5 outfits every week anyway. Now her closet looks serene, like a tidy Zen garden. The Japanese see minimalism not as sacrifice, but as freedom. Space to breathe, move, and think clearly. Like repurposing broken pots into something new, simplicity transforms clutter into calm. When you own less, you notice more. The goal isn't emptiness, it's harmony with what remains. Top 15. Vertical folding. The art of vertical folding might sound oddly specific, but it's pure genius. A quiet revolution started by tidying expert Marie Kondo. Instead of stacking clothes flat, the Japanese fold and store them upright like books in a library. Why? Because visibility creates calm. When everything stands neatly, you can see your entire wardrobe at a glance. Solid, no digging, no mess. It's as satisfying as uncovering neat rows of crops after careful planting. To try it, fold each piece into a compact rectangle and let it stand. The result feels balanced, almost meditative. One friend said her drawers looked so organized she didn't want to disturb them, like tiny fabric soldiers waiting for inspection. This method isn't just about saving space, it's about respect. When even your t-shirts stand tall, it's a reminder that care, not clutter, is what gives life order. Top 16. Arigato money. Practicing gratitude with money might not sound exciting, but the Japanese arigato money habit proves otherwise. The idea is simple. Every time you spend or receive money, say thank you. It's not superstition, it's mindset training. Instead of viewing money as stress or scarcity, you treat it with appreciation. This gratitude shifts how you manage it, making spending mindful and saving intentional. It's like brewing manure tea for your finances. Strange at first, but powerfully nourishing in the long run. One man shared that after adopting arigato money, he stopped impulse buying because it felt rude to waste something he just thanked. The result? More peace, less guilt, and a healthier bank account. The power lies not in the yen itself, but in the respect behind it. When you thank what you have, even your wallet starts to feel lighter in the best way. Top 17. Seasonal rotation. The Japanese have long valued simple, natural methods for keeping order in small spaces. One timeless habit involves seasonal rotation, the practice of swapping out clothes and linens as the weather changes. Before you dismiss it as old-fashioned, consider how it prevents clutter before it even begins. When summer ends, lightweight cotton and linens are carefully folded, boxed, and stored. In their place come cozy winter layers, each fresh, pressed, and ready. The secret behind this routine isn't just tidiness, it's mindfulness. By physically rotating your belongings, you're reminded of what you actually use and what's simply taking up space. Many people spend entire weekends decluttering closets, but this one seasonal ritual quietly keeps your home balanced all year long. Just remember to label your boxes, or you might find yourself digging out a yukata in December. Seasonal rotation isn't about storage, it's about harmony with time's natural rhythm. Top 18. The Genkan ritual. Next time you arrive home, pause before stepping inside. In Japan, that simple moment marks the beginning of calm. The Genkan ritual of removing shoes at the doorway. It's not merely about cleanliness. It's about respect for the space you live in. The Genkan acts as a threshold where the outside world, dirt, noise, and chaos, stays behind, while inside becomes a place of order and peace. Families keep slippers neatly by the door, ready to replace outdoor shoes. Think of it as a daily reset for both mind and body. Studies show that Japanese homes using this practice have significantly lower indoor dust levels and cleaner air overall. One friend joked that her floor groans if anyone forgets the rule. Yet this simple act does something deeper. It turns entering your home into a quiet ceremony. Every time you slip off your shoes, you step into mindfulness itself. Top 19. Timed focus bursts. Who knew your kitchen timer could double as a life coach? The Japanese swear by short bursts of timed focus, a method often compared to the Pomodoro technique, but rooted in the same spirit as Kaizen or continuous small improvements. Set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes and dedicate that window solely to one task: folding laundry, answering emails, or tidying your desk. The ticking clock becomes both structure and motivation. Psychologists say time-box effort helps you overcome procrastination and builds momentum faster than multitasking. It's like watering your focus in precise doses, just enough to thrive, never to drown. One office worker shared that she finishes chores quicker now, as if racing herself, not the clock. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity: brief effort, full attention. When you banish distraction, even ordinary minutes stretch into clarity, proving that discipline doesn't require force, just rhythm. Top 20. Harahachi-bu. Most people eat until they feel full. But in Japan's Okinawa region, the world's longest living people follow one graceful rule: harahachi-bu, or eat until you're 80% full. It's an ancient philosophy of moderation that keeps body and mind balanced. Instead of pushing for the last bite, diners stop when satisfied, allowing digestion to work gently rather than under strain. Studies show Okinawans practicing this habit have lower rates of heart disease and obesity. The idea is simple: respect the pause between hunger and fullness. One traveler once said he felt cheated the first time he stopped eating early until he realized how light and clear-headed he felt afterward. It's not about restriction, it's about awareness. By listening to your body's quiet signals, you find more pleasure in less food. Each meal becomes a meditation in gratitude, a mindful reminder that satisfaction doesn't always mean more. Top 21. Shisen Kuuki airflow. Harnessing nature's rhythm to keep your home fresh is an art Japan perfected centuries ago. Rather than sealing rooms with artificial air, traditional homes use shisen kuki, natural airflow designed into the architecture itself. The idea is simple but powerful. Open opposite windows or sliding doors to create cross-ventilation that sweeps through the house. Morning and evening breezes clear humidity, odors, and stagnation, allowing energy to circulate freely. Scientists note that natural airflow can lower indoor bacteria and allergens by up to 30%. One homeowner laughed that her house exhales each morning when she slides open the shoji. Beyond health, this practice brings a sense of aliveness. Rooms breathe, wood resettles, air hums softly through paper screens. It's a daily ritual that costs nothing yet feels luxurious. A home that breathes naturally isn't just clean. It's alive, calm, and perfectly in tune with the seasons. Top 22. The art of daily airing. Long before modern air purifiers existed, Japanese households perfected the art of daily airing, opening windows and doors each morning to refresh the home. It's like creating a time capsule of your environment's best moments, letting in sunlight, releasing stale air, and resetting energy. The trick is consistency. Each day, families open windows for 10 to 15 minutes, no matter the season. Even in winter, that burst of crisp air chases away humidity and dust. Studies show indoor air quality improves dramatically with daily ventilation, reducing allergens and fatigue. One grandmother used to say her house felt heavy if it wasn't aired, as if the walls themselves were holding their breath. The practice doesn't just clean the air, it clears the mind. Just remember to close screens or curtains gently afterward, unless you want to share breakfast with every bug in the neighborhood. Top 23. Izome. Indigo dyeing. Turning natural indigo into a tool for wellness is a craft that dates back centuries. Izomi, traditional Japanese indigo dyeing, does more than color fabric. It protects it. This ancient process is equal parts art and alchemy, transforming humble cloth into something durable, beautiful, and alive with purpose. Fabric is dipped repeatedly into a fermented indigo vat, each layer deepening the hue while infusing it with natural antibacterial strength. Centuries ago, dyers discovered that indigo not only repels insects but helps resist odor and mold, A quiet fusion of artistry and practicality. Some artisans say their izome garments last twice as long as synthetic dyed ones. One craftsman joked that his old indigo apron has seen more summers than his truck. It's patience embodied in color. A slow ritual that rewards care with longevity. Just remember, dry izome pieces in the shade. Sunlight fades both dye and discipline. Top 24. Clean as you cook. The idea of cleaning as you cook might sound like a multitasking myth, but in Japanese kitchens, it's second nature. A rhythm of motion and mindfulness that keeps chaos at bay. It's like tending your garden while it's still growing, never waiting for weeds to take over. Every small pause while water boils or rice steams becomes a moment to wipe counters, wash knives, or tidy bowls. This constant reset means the kitchen never turns into a battlefield of pots and pans. Research shows cooks who clean as they go enjoy cooking more and finish meals faster. One home chef said her secret ingredient was no mess anxiety. By the time dinner's ready, cleanup's already done. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Each action, rinse, wipe, return, becomes a quiet expression of respect for the meal and the moment. Top 25. Mono, no aware object care. When life gives you wear and tear, respond with gratitude, even toward objects. The Japanese believe everything that serves you deserves care, from a chipped cup to an old broom. This philosophy, known as mono no aware, turns maintenance into mindfulness. After years of use, tools are polished, blades are sharpened, and handles repaired, not discarded. It's less about frugality and more about appreciation. In some homes, even old cloths are thanked before being replaced. Studies show that this conscious care fosters better mood and reduces waste, creating a subtle harmony between people and possessions. One craftsman once said, "If you treat tools kindly, they work with you, not for you." That kind of respect turns a routine upkeep into quiet ritual. Just remember, gratitude doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes it's simply wiping dust with intention. If these Japanese life hacks have changed the way you look at your daily routine, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are uncovering the wisdom that history tried to hide. Plant the seeds for a better future. The next treasure trove of knowledge will open soon.